Hello. I thought I would sit down and do some August intentions because it is the 1st of August today. I don't know whether I'll get it posted up today, but I just thought a video chatting about what my intentions are, craft wise and just life wise, throughout August, and then next month I can kind of see if I met those previous intentions or not, and whether I'm carrying any forward, things like that. I think I like things like this because it's just nice to know what other people are planning. I just think it's nice knowing what their aspirations are and things like that, and it also will just maybe inspire me to get things a bit finished. I kind of want to get things finished at the moment, and so each month I have my little notebook and I sit down, and I'm not going to show you the pages, but I'll just read. It's like different parts of this notebook. In the middle I've got ideas for Christmas presents, and at the back I've got programs to watch on the telly. So if I'm thinking, oh, I don't know what to put on for the children, then I have a look what kind of slow TV and stuff like that. Purchases that I've made in the month and how much I've saved, stuff like that. I put my plans and goals, so I normally write them in here. Things that we need and we need to buy, like we needed super glue last month and I bought those, and the blessings that we had for that month, just so I can stay intentional and mindful and have an abundance mindset, because regardless of income or how much spare money you've got and things like that, if you feel abundant then you want for less. Yeah, so I thought I would just jot a few bits down in this notebook and then I'll come back to you. But hello, if you've not been here before, my name is Kaylee. I like to practice slow living. I like crafting. I think it's amazing for mental health and calming, and I think everybody should know some handicrafts in any handicraft form. I like dabbling in a bit of everything because everything's amazing. I just love doing all of it: painting, drawing, sewing, knitting, crocheting. I love all of it. Scrapbooking, journaling. I don't know if there's any crafts I don't like, really. I have a little shop where I sell some stitch markers and some digital stuff I've made. I have some books on Amazon. I have a mindfulness journal on there, and like an advent colouring book. I like a bit of everything, and we're also very frugal, and so that's important to us as well. And I just like having a chat with everyone. I like making videos. I have fun making videos, and I just like having a chat with everyone. Okay, so I've just finished noting down in this little book things that we need for the month, and then I've made a space. I always try and leave that so that it can carry on the next page if I need to. The blessings for the month, different ways in which we are blessed, because you can be blessed in lots of different ways, can't you? Just nice days out, and it could be you sold something, you had a little bit more money to do something else. It could be like a free day out. I know that there was a free like bouncy castle event on that we went to earlier in the year, so that was a blessing, being able to go to that for free. You could just sign up and get a free ticket, and so I managed to do that. So yeah, my August blessing so far was the cinema day, although it happened on the 31st of July. Yeah, I had to double check. That was August's paycheck from like Chris being at work, and so I'm counting that as an August blessing because we went to the cinema. We did the Cineworld £1 tickets, so you can watch some of the films in Cineworld for £1. And then I saw now they've also introduced £5 tickets for like blockbuster ones. So like Lilo and Stitch is one of them. And there was another film that I thought, oh, that's interesting. I could have I could budget for that, or I can't remember what it was now. But yeah, they're doing £5 tickets as well, but the £5 ones are not as obviously cheap as the £1 ones. So you can, all 4 of you could go for £4, and obviously with the £5 ones that's going to be 20 quid. So up to you, but that's worth, it's still cheaper, isn't it? But I think with Lilo and Stitch, I'd rather not go to cinema. I'd rather just watch it on the telly. The only problem with cinema is when you need a wee, you miss it, don't you? Whereas when you're at home, you're in your own comfy seat and you can pause it when you need a wee. But yeah, that cinema day out was lovely, and so that was one of my blessings. I had some money from where I have Patreon. I have Patreon members. Thank you very much to all my Patreon family over on there. Winry said that she's planning at the moment her next Crafty Elves podcast, so you'll have that at some point. I don't pressure her into doing it. I just wait for her to tell me, but she was talking about it again today. She's saying she's got to get something ready for it, so she loves it. It's just a little game for her. So that Patreon money meant that I could order in advance, because Chris's birthday isn't till the end of November, but there was a couple of little bits that I had seen that were just gift things, trinket things, and I just thought I would have liked to have got them for him. Oh, one sec. He just walked back in the room. So I won't talk about that anymore. But yeah, I managed to get those in advance, which is nice. He knows that I bought him bits. Normally, yeah, normally, oh, I haven't said what it is, so there's no point watching the video to find out. Yeah, even on Patreon you won't find out. I'm not telling anyone. I have to block you if I do. Normally for his birthday I would like knit him a pair of socks or make him something knitted, like he's had some gauntlets knitted for him before from like Zelda, like the Link gauntlets. He's had knitted dinosaur before, haven't you? You've had an anatomical heart, you've had all sorts made for you, haven't you? Mario mushroom. But I usually make something and then we try and budget for like a meal, like a takeaway Chinese or something. And normally I just give him like foodie bits, like cereals and stuff like that. But because I had the Patreon money and I didn't, that was another blessing, but that was July's blessing. We had some children's clothes come. So that meant I didn't need to have the money put for those things. So I had a little bit of flexibility with that money. And so I've bought some bits in advance for his birthday, which is nice. Things we need for this coming month, we need bath and sink plugs because the children have broken both of them. They like seeing how things work, and Arden especially likes, he's so much like you, isn't he? This is exactly what I found interesting about Chris when we were younger. He's always taking things apart to see how stuff works. Luckily enough, Chris can put it back together again, but Arden took the bath plug chain off, unhooked it from the bathtub and unhooked it from, like, so it's unhooked from the bath and the plug, and then the chain, he just fed it through the holes in the bath. And it's no good if when people think, oh dear, you should have been watching him. That's like a minute. 30 seconds probably, and he can do that. Let me put Mopsy out, one sec. So yeah, we have to buy some more bath plugs. And the one in the sink, they've just detached that one, but the plug isn't, it hasn't got the oh no, you know the bit that goes around it, the black bit, and helps it stick in. Like the plug can go in the hole, but it's not waterproof anymore because Arden took that bit off. So we need some more plugs. It's very boring, isn't it? But I like watching videos like this. I think when I'm knitting, it just keeps me company, so perhaps it'll keep someone else company. I will talk about my knitting intentions as well, but these are just the notebook ones for now. And the car MOT, which is what Chris is booking. We need the car MOT. It's currently being fixed as I film, so yeah, we should be able to pass the MOT tomorrow. And we also need a door handle, and that's because they've managed to break the door handle to the toilet door. Children are hard work. yeah, just climbing and being Spider-Man. Broke that. So to finish, if you've got children, then you understand. And if you've got grandchildren, then you've known for years what children are like. And it's always the things that get broke that you don't expect as well. That's what catches me off guard every time. So to finish this month, I want to finish my shop update, and I've found another ghost that's going to be going in the shop update. So I've got these with me, but all my charms that I make, like my teacup charms, I know it's not showing you very well, is it? But if you've been here before, you're familiar with the shrink art charms that I make. I have like chicken ones and bum frog ones, and I'm putting some pumpkin ones in for like autumn. So I'm going to do like a pumpkin-y one as well. I'm going to finish those, and I've got other charms that I need to take pictures of and list as well. So there'll be loads of yarn charms in my shop. If you're wondering what yarn charms are for, then you can look at day 31 of the July vlogs, because I chat about it there. I'm also going to be putting some bookmarks that I've made. I can't get that one because you're leaning on the book that's got the bookmark in, but I made them throughout July's vlogs, and I used hand-dyed yarn to make up some flower bookmarks, and they've got little beads at the bottom. They're going to go into the update as well. I've got some ghosts. If you love this pattern and you have some yarn available, like the Chanel yarn, then you might want to go along to Ella from No Catchy Names channel. This is her pattern, and it's a free tutorial on her YouTube channel. And if you do the tutorial, make sure that you click a like and a subscribe for her, and just put a comment or something, because when you do that, even if, because it's a free pattern, I always find that I do that to help boost their videos and things, and it can help them with their channel. And so if you're getting a pattern for free, that's a free way that you can help them out. So yeah, a like and comment and subscribe on someone's free pattern video really helps them out. So if you go over to her, then you could do that. But they're so cute, aren't they? But they're going to go up for sale. It's got little heart cheeks on this one. Yeah, they're going to go up for sale on my shop. I also have my scrappy owl. I don't know whether I put scraps in the base. I feel like I put scraps in the base of this. Yeah, scraps in the base, and then topped it up with stuff and fluff. But this is my owl pattern. I love it. I want to film it. I want to like film how you make this, because it's so easy. It's so easy to make, and it's all you sew on is the eyes. So I'd really like to film this at some point, but I have children, so for now I have to keep them alive first. So everything else I want to do is an as and when. I set myself a shop update like deadline. I wanted to do it for the last day of the month, and that just didn't happen. So much kept happening that stopped me from being able to do it, that I just gave in and was just like, okay, because I don't want to do things half-heartedly, and so I don't want to rush through what I'm doing and then mess it up. So I just thought, oh, I'll get it done when I get it done. But Chris is off for 2 days this weekend, so I should be able to get my charms, get all the resin on my charms, and then I can put them, like the findings on, and upload them. So I want to get my shop update done. One sec. Okay, I've got my book. I also want to keep a diary now for homeschooling. I was doing it before as like a monthly schedule, and I just put like my monthly plans, and then I found that it's very hard to do that, because something else might come up, and then I don't like planning like that. It doesn't feel like organic. It feels like this is what we're going to do, and we're going to do it, and if we don't do it, then we can't do anything else until we've done this, and I don't like that. And so then I make myself topics. So we're currently on the Peter Rabbit topic, and I'm carrying it through. I had it from about Easter time. I started it, but we're carrying it through because I'll just do it here and there, and it's with my homeschool, it's more of the things that I feel like they need, you know, like handwriting, spelling, that sort of stuff. It's more of a need-based thing. And I can't really say, oh, we're going to do it for a month, because they might not have that skill by the end of the month. So I'm just going to carry that on. And I found some woodland trails that I'd like Chris to drive us to. And so you're up for that, aren't you, Chris? That trail I told you about, and they've got some big wooden Peter Rabbit statues. And I thought the kids would love going down there with like little art books and drawing them, and when they got home they could water paint them while they're there, and just just fun stuff like that. And then there's loads. I won't go into all of that, but there's loads that I have in a big book that I got off of Amazon. I think it just says Homeschool Planner. That's a really good one, but I wanted more of a day-to-day what we're up to way of planning, and so I've been waiting for the summer like holidays, because I knew they would start putting these up. So these are the 2025 to 2026 diaries, like the academic year ones, and this one is so cute. So I got this off of Amazon. I looked in WH Smith's, but they were about 14 to 17 pounds. And I think this one, I don't remember what it was, but I know it wasn't that, because I got this and some highlighters that I bought to show you, because they were obsessed with them. They're so cool, aren't they? They're TINC on their Tink highlighter. The children are obsessed with them, and I actually have one on the way for me as well, because I am joining it. I'm jumping on their highlighter bandwagon, so I thought I'd show you in case anyone else wants to get them. But they were £4 in WH Smith's, or £2.80 for these on Amazon. But WH Smith did have a 3 for £10 offer, but I didn't have, well, one, it was really busy down Bluewater and it was really hot and I was getting a bit overstimulated, but also I didn't have the exact change, and I thought, oh, I don't like, because to get 3 for £10, 2 for free, it was going to be £10 with these gel pens, but I didn't really want the gel pens, and so I didn't buy them. We ordered off of Amazon. But you can get them in WH Smith's as well, them highlighters, on an offer. But I got this on Amazon and I love it. It's so sweet. I like woodland things. And then it's got the tabs down the side, which I thought was really nice. I'm going to skip to a different month. So you have the beginning of the month, you have this, so you can plan out activities. Like in September, I've got an activity that I've paid for the ticket. You have to like pay for your car, and then you can go into this event, and so I've paid for that, and so I've written it down, like the date it is, I've written it on, and I've put like I've paid for it. And so when I get to that month, instead of storing it all in my head, I can look at these instead. So like this month we've got Mopsy's jabs, and so that's going to be a day where we can, like, when we get back home, we can do vet stuff with their toys, and they can write up like lists and things and prescriptions for the doggies, and we can watch some vet programs on the telly, and I'll just make like a big thing out of going to the vets. I love all that. It's what I was like when I was little, so I love it all now. And then it just has each day as well, and so that's why I wanted the highlighter. I borrowed Winry's, there we go, let me see, the highlighter. I borrowed Winry's highlighter to make the days of the week stand out. You also have like a section for notes, and then you have a section at the back. So it's not a homeschool planner, like it's just a really good planner, but you have at the back all of the anything you've bought. I was gonna say like expenses, but I don't know, maybe it's like a teacher's expenses, I don't know. It isn't, it's just a book. You could use this, like uni students could use this. It's just a lovely book. So that's what I bought it for, and that's what I'm going to use it for. And then each day I'm writing down, like Arden asked us the other day, we'd been to the park and we'd noticed that the sky had gone very dark, and it was, the birds had all gone quiet, and there was a huge cloud coming in, and we spoke about, right, there's a storm coming, so we're going to have to get back before the storm hits. And then as we got home, it started to rain, and I said, oh no. And I think Chris maybe said, oh, I wouldn't be surprised if we have hail or something like that. Or maybe he said they've forecast hail or something. And Arden said, why is hail called hail and why isn't it called rain? And we said, because hail's different to rain. And we said, like, that's so people know what to expect, so they know kind of what weather and how extreme it is. And he said, well, how is hail different to rain? And then we were explaining, like, it's more like ice than water. And so then when we came in, we watched extreme weather compilations on YouTube, and it was like, they did like the 10 worst weather, and then they show different things, and so then he was learning about different types of weather, and then they were drawing like storms and stuff like that. And Winry adds writing in that, and Arden's only little, so he still, it's more about his ability to build his muscles and that in his hands and his arms. But yeah, they love that, so that's the type of thing I would then write in here. So that's like organic learning, but I do have like a plan of what I'm excited to tell them basically is what the planning is. And so I want to keep up with that every day. I want to put my Vinted things on. I'm going to take all of the stuff off Vinted down. I'm going to take photos of it again, because I think I've still got everything, but it's been on there such a long time that I think I'm just going to do it all again so it's all fresh. And yeah, I've got a lot of Vinted bits that I need to sort out. I know that there's clothes that I'm going to put on there, like there's one that's in my head, it's a pink denim skirt that I don't wear anymore because I've lost a little bit of weight. But it's such a gorgeous skirt, it'd be a shame to cut it up. I think someone would love wearing it because I loved wearing it. And so yeah, things like that I want to put on Vinted. And then I've just put the word socks for the last thing, because I have a lot of socks to finish. So I would like to finish my, this is another one of my charms. Yeah, I'd like to finish my socks that Chris got me the yarn for my birthday. This is the, I can't remember now, I've been saying it all month, Wigget. This is the Wigget colourway from Eldon Woodcrafts, and then it came with the brown mini. It was like a sock set, and so yeah, there's the toe that I've just finished in one. I was going to give it a frilly bit, and at some point I want to do that as well, write the sock pattern, how I knit my socks, how I turn my heel, because I've done it in the least faffy way possible. I don't like faff. When it comes to knitting, I just want to enjoy my knitting. And so yeah, but I also like putting the frill on. I've got a pair of socks that I've put a frill on. I just keep washing them and wearing them, and none others at the moment, because I really like how cute they look over my boots. But yeah, so I need to knit the other toe in my other sock, and I need to put an afterthought heel in as well. So I want to finish that sock. I also have this sock on the needles, and so this was I was given some yarn. Someone had some yarn gifted to them, and they gifted it to me in return, and it was like sample, like seconds, you know, like when the yarn isn't perfect, it was like second yarn from Life in the Long Grass, and this was one of the colorways as well. And so I'm knitting socks to gift out of these. So I'm just turn the heel, and I've done a stockinette heel on this one just because I don't know everyone's preference, and I thought, well, I like a garter stitch heel. I think they're all squishy and comfy, but that might not appeal to everyone. If you want to wear them in your shoes, that might be annoying. I'm fine with it, but I just thought, well, play it safe and knit a stockinette heel. So I've just turned it, and now I need to pick up the stitches and start going round and round. There's some old stitch markers I made myself there. They're my old ones. I want to finish that one as well. I also want to cast on the second sock of this one. I know you can't see the colours very well, but it's more to have a chat with you than anything else. And I've got a beautiful stitch marker from Suzanne of Green Lampeen Yarns on that one. Yeah, I want to knit the second sock to this. I can't remember the colourways for these. These were Suzanne's. I think this one is called Cherry Bomb, and it's sparkly as well. And this one, I can't remember what this one's called now. But yeah, so I want to finish the second sock for that, because I really want to wear them. I know I'm going to wear them a lot. And I wear my socks so everyone has to stare at my socks when they look at me. I don't hide them away. I just make them, I pull them up as high as I can so they poke out the top of my boots. I don't care if it's uncool. Even if I tried to be cool, I wouldn't be able to be, so I might as well not bother. Do what makes me happy instead. So they call it dopamine dressing now. I keep seeing that phrase, dopamine dressing. You can tell I'm not too bothered about how I look like. My hair's all, I don't care. As long as I'm comfy. That's the main thing. I'd rather be comfy than anything else. I also want to finish this shawl. This is Winry's shawl, and I'd like to get it finished in August, so she's got it throughout September, so she can wear it in any chilly days. And normally Chris has time off in September because that's when our anniversary is, and we will do like just tighten that bit. We do nights in the garden. We do like campfire nights in the garden and do little s'mores and stuff like that. We usually out there most nights in September and October, and so yeah, I'd like to finish this so she can sit around the little fire with it. And we've got a miniature tent that we could get out and have it like a camp, like a proper camp night. I'm not going to use my teepee tent though, if you've seen that before, because that collects water. I don't know whether my other one might collect water, you know. You know my little tent, Chris? Do you reckon that's going to let water in?
I told you about the rain rating.
Yeah, but you know that little one that I used to put up indoors? I used to put it up indoors when it was really cold and we couldn't put the heating on, and me and the children used to play in the tent, and it was all fun and exciting, but it also kept us warm as well. That's an idea. If your heating's ever off and you're stuck without a boiler like we were for quite a while, or if you have to turn your heating off because you can't pay the bill or it's too much money or whatever, get a tent to go in your house. It's lovely. You can have a very cute camping session, can't you? You can put the tent on top of your bed or put your mattress in it, depending on how big it is, so it's nice and comfy, but enough keep you warm, just like the old 4-poster beds. No different to that. But you know that little one, Chris, that I used to put up in here, do you reckon that one's waterproof?
Light shower proof, probably.
Yeah. You got a tarp though. We just put tarp over it. Well, it's only for in the garden, isn't it? Don't laugh at me. He thinks I'm funny. He also knows that he would put a tarp over it. He's nodding. So this beautiful yarn is Attic Spin Dye's Wind in the Willows yarn. They've got a Wind in the Willows subscription box. If you're ever interested in what their yarn looks like, head over to Natasha's channel, Hooks and Stitches, and I'll link the channels down below as well. But she shares her subscription box. She's had all of them and they're gorgeous. And this little double hedgehog stitch marker is from Attic Spin Dye as well. And then I hold it with this cone of yarn, if I can grab it. Here we go. And that just makes my single skeins go further. Has he done it already? He is so fast. How long was that? It's not even... He's so quick. It's not even half an hour. Gracious. He's already fixed the car. He's so quick, this guy. We know him from my dad. My dad was amazed. My dad's very good at his job, but this guy was very, very quick. He said he's never known anyone to work on cars as quick as this guy, and he does it all by the book as well. Like, he don't cut corners, and that makes him quick. He's just gifted. Yeah, so anyway, if I have a single skein, and it's an idea for anyone else who likes going to, you know, like the yarn shows, I don't go to them. Hopefully next year I can. I get all giddy thinking about it. I've asked Chris, I said, oh, I'd love to do that and go down to a yarn show and take the children, and they can like pick a skein each and stuff like that. Because Winry loves knitting and Arden tries his best to do knitting, and so yeah, I'd like to do that. I'm sure my mum would probably want to come as well, but I just thought that'd be lovely to go to a yarn show and maybe meet everybody. And but yeah, you know, when you go to yarn shows and you see yarn, you think, oh, it's so gorgeous, but you don't know what you want to do with it. Well, I would recommend buying a cone of 4-ply and make sure it is a wool base. You don't want like the acrylic one. Well, you might, but I wouldn't mix it for a shawl. I would just keep it. This is merino cashmere, and I think it cost me about £16 for this huge, don't know, it doesn't say it inside how much it is. I think it was 1,000 grams, so it's like 10 skeins, isn't it? And because it's on a cone, you get it a lot cheaper. Yeah, I'm sure it was about £16.50 for this huge one, and that was a couple of years ago. I've got some jumpers up there. Let me grab one. These are back from when my babies were babies, and they've got little birds on as well when we bought them at the garden centre. They're the ones with like the clips, and I think they look super cute on the hangers. But I held that merino with some Malabrigo lace, I think. It was a lace weight yarn that I held the 4-ply with, and I just knit it as a DK pattern, and so they had matching. And then on Winry's here, you can see I just run out of the lace right at the last couple of decreases. So yeah, and you can see it there as well, right at the end, but it doesn't matter. So yeah, so that's another thing you can do. You can hold, if you treat yourself to a cone of 4-ply, you can get nice quality yarn and make it go further. So yeah, that's what I did. I just held it with lace to make these DK patterns. It's actually a vintage Thomas jumper pattern. I just thought the neckline was beautiful, and I want to knit this again for them. And I have different skeins of yarn now, so I actually could do that. That's something I could look into when I've got a few things done, actually. That would be nice. Oh, I'm thinking about that now, but I need to get things finished first. Yeah. So yeah, if you bought yourself single skeins anyway, you could, like this one's gorgeous, and then you could just hold it with this to make a 2-colour shawl or a 3-colour shawl. You know, it just makes your yarn go further. And I want to work more. I'm not worried about finishing it, but I want to work more on my Hexy Granny cardi. I want to make some squares up and things like that. I've got this. This is the yarn that I'm working into it at the moment. So yeah, they're all my intentions. And I would also like to finish my paint by numbers painting. I had to put it away in the cupboard because we had the children's craft stuff on the table, and my painting stuff was kind of getting knocked about, and I don't want to lose like anything from that kit. It was a kit I was gifted last year on my old channel. If you want to look it up, it's on the Shadows at Midnight channel, the paint by numbers kit. But I'd like to finish that because I'd like that to go up on the wall. I think I'd probably put it in the hallway. But yeah, I'd like to do that. And I want to work some more on my cross stitch, which was another thing I was gifted. I've not worked on it for a bit because when I'm tired I can't see properly. I have like a blind spot in this eye, and so I haven't been able to work on it as much as I would like, but I'd like to put a little bit back into that as well. So they are my plans, and once I get some socks done, if I do manage to get the socks that I've shown you done, I have other socks that I've got, like one in my bag, and another one that's probably here somewhere. Yeah, I'm going to put the heel in this once I finish with my double pointed needles, and put a heel in and then turn it, I think. Oh, I don't know, it might be too long now. I might just do an afterthought heel and finish that. Oh, I'll put that back in a bag actually and do an afterthought heel. But I keep sock projects. I like sock projects on the go for when I'm out and about. I always take my knitting with me. If I've gone out and I haven't got knitting, then I've forgotten my purse and everything like that. There's always knitting in my bag. But Arden wants this as some socks for him. he really likes my hand knitted socks, so yeah, he keeps reminding me that I've not knit them yet, so that's something else I want to get done for him. And I want to finish reading, oh, it's behind you, but I want to finish reading my book that I've been reading. You would have seen it before, I think. Oh, I'm gonna have to lift you up. What's it called? The Coffin Maker's Garden by Stuart McBridge. I want to finish reading that. I'm quite a way through it now, so it shouldn't take me much to finish it. It's not the type of story that everybody would love, because it's written, I want to say like it's written as a man's story, but it's not really. But it's just kind of vulgar language and stuff, and like the topics aren't for everyone. It's like a crime thing, but I like it. I'm enjoying it. I didn't know what it was about. I just pick books up by, I don't want to know what people think of the author and stuff like that. Like I want to guess, I want to just decide for myself. So I've never read this type of book. I like crime and mystery books, but I've never read this type before, and I would read stuff that he's written again. So far, might change my mind on that, but so far I would. But yeah, so it looks like the car's done, so that's all good. So we should have a car soon as well. But those are my August intentions, and I'm so excited that it's August. I'm so excited to be able to go out and hopefully not be super hot all the time. Oh, something's tickling me now where I've touched all that yarn. But those are my August intentions, and I hope you've enjoyed just sitting and having a chit and a chat with me. Yeah, so that's all I've got to say for now, and Chris is coming in. So I think I'm going to ask him about the car, have a little chat with him, as he's had a hard week at work. He's knackered, bless him, but a good week. A knackered week because he's worked his bum off week, which is always good. It's not good to not work hard, is it? But yeah, so there we go. All the little bits to show you. But the children got I got them a load of books from the works. I might just quickly show you them before I go, because I know a lot of you might find them, you might want to buy them if you've got little ones, because I think they're good. Hold on. Okay, so I'll just show you these. After the cinema, me and my mum, she drove, because we were in her car because I didn't have a car. We drove to Bluewater because I wanted to get them some new activity books, and they both needed like a plain book to write in, because they get through notebooks and plain books like no one's business, when we could do one in a day. And not just like scribbling, like she just fills it with all of her ideas. And they both needed like a writing pen, like a cute biro basically. And so I went in the works to get them some activity books. We got Playtime with Peter activity book, and this one's good. Oh, so this is Winry's one. So there's her drawings. She's done most of this. It's got like, you have to, so for her it's all about reading. She had to read all of these to find out what they were fancying. So like Flopsy said, I love eating crunchy orange vegetables, and Mopsy, which is what our doggie's named after, said sweet and red, these fruity treats are perfect. So she had to read it and then guess what it was. And then it has some bits where you can like trace the letters. You had to draw in Jemima's babies, which she drew them in there. Row your boat, you had to make some rafts, and so she was labelling how many of each pieces that she needs to build her raft. This one she's not done yet, but you have to just match them, like pair them. Her favourite flower is a dandelion. Lost and found, she just loves mazes. So yeah, she loves things like that. It's got some more writing in it. It's time to go home. Can you find, oh, because it's sunset shadows, she's hidden bunnies around, little bunny ears, and then she's done a sunset in it as well. Stargazing. And so she's drawn Peter gazing up at the sky and all the stars. It's a really nice little activity book. And she's drawn them remembering their adventures for the day, and then that one's on the moon. It's so beautiful. Yeah, that was Playtime with Peter. And then there's Puzzle with Peter. I don't think Winry's done this one. Arden has. But there's just squares. This is really easy. So it's for Arden. He did get to the point where he was like a bit bored because it was too easy. But it's very calming. He enjoyed doing it. But they're just squares and you just have to match them with the picture and put them in the right place to complete the picture. He did that with me for about half hour or so before he got a bit fed up with it. And then we got them a Bluey one. I've not been through this one yet, but they always love their Bluey books. We found, Mum got them one at Christmas, and we found there was loads of different things for him in it. So there's a Spot the Difference, a password game. Oh, and it's showing you how to make invisible ink, like vanishing ink. Make a telephone, a colouring in. A mosaic gnome, so using magazines to do a mosaic gnome. Drawing Bluey. A quiet game, so you've got to look at the pictures and guess what they're saying, and then you've got to write down what they're saying. Another colour in. I love these. There's a lot in the Bluey ones, a lot of different things. So that's like finding a code name. Party games. Making some boats, writing a fairy letter, Bluey quiz, oh, and then the answers. They had this, like one of these before, and they used it for ages, and even when they'd finished it they kept going back to it and like referencing from it. We probably still have the other ones because they just didn't stop using them. So I knew to get these. So this was £2, £2, £2. I think these were £2 as well. But the other two that I got them were Sticker Fun. They're not. I was excited about these, and then it said like decorate the dogs, but I realised that all of the stickers are like rectangle shapes, and so when she puts it on the doggy instead of just having a bow is going to have a rectangle. So that's a bit annoying that it's not cut out properly. But other than that, she will love it. Stickers are a really good way of calming down a child's nervous system. Hear Mopsy dinging away in the background, eating the biscuits. But yeah, so they're just loads of different pictures to put stickers on. But they're very calming for children. So if they're a bit anxious or stressed, or you just need to have a calm down activity, putting stickers on a page and having no, like with that other one you have to put them in the right place, whereas with this it's just, you just muck around putting the stickers down. It's very calming. So I got Winry the cats and dogs one, and then I got Arden the pirate ship one, and he's really excited because he was reading the number. He just kept reading the number. But yeah, that's the same, and it's just loads of different pirate ships. It will say at the top like use the stickers to fill the room with drying clothes and the things that pirate needs for washing and drying and ironing, and take extra care with a captain's uniform. There's a naughty rat in that bathtub. But yeah, it's just, you don't have to follow the prompts, you know, he can do as he pleases. But there's loads of stickers, and this is something that he will sit down and do with his daddy. You love doing the sticker books with him, don't you? Daddy helps peel them off and then Arden sticks them down. But Winry's very independent, she likes doing it herself. But yeah, so they're the activity books that I got for him. Oh no, you're not coming up, you've got a food mouth. You can stay there actually. No. Go on, go out. You're not coming, she's coming here to wipe her mouth on me. I know what she's doing. I nearly fell for it. I hope you've enjoyed having a chat with me anyway. And hopefully when I do my September intentions, that took too long to think what month was next, didn't it? But when I do the September intentions, hopefully I'll have finished the bits that I've just spoken to you about, and I'll be moving on to something else. So I've got bags to make up. I've got the cutest. I'll have to show you them upside down, because if I tip them forward, look, they're going to disappear. But the Hometeaknits labels I've all cut up ready. I just need someone to be here with the children because they're still young. I need someone to be here whilst I'm focusing on a task, and that's why I can't focus on a task. But I hope you've enjoyed having a chat with me. who are you going to watch throughout August? I've seen Davina from Little Workroom Crafts is doing Autumn in August. I haven't watched that yet, but I've seen it, and that made me excited that maybe I've got someone to check in with each day. I'm very grateful that everyone enjoyed checking in with me throughout July, but let me know in the comments who you're going to be checking in with in August every day, because then I'll find someone that I haven't found out about yet. I know Ella's doing 100 Days of Halloween, and I'm not so into the Halloween aspect. I just like spending the time with Ella, and so yeah, I know that's another thing that people are doing. But let me know if there's anyone that you're going to be watching daily throughout August, or just someone you like checking in on. Do you save your videos up like I do? That's what I save videos up, and then I know that I've got a lot to like enjoy with just one person. But yeah, you have to let me know if you have any recommendations, or if you've got intentions for the coming month and what you want to focus on. Yeah. And that cone of yarn, should have said earlier, but I got it off of eBay. I've said it a billion times because I'm always chatting to everyone about get some yarn like this. Yeah, it was on eBay, but I think there's some on Vinted and stuff as well. Right, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna get some knitting done, and I will check back in with you another time. Thanks all for visiting. Hope you enjoyed the chat. I feel all silly saying goodbye, but bye.